Well, welcome back. And in this story of Vikram and Vetal, another episode, Deva Kanyayah Varaha. The title of the story is Deva Kanyayah Varaha. Varaha means some boon we get from that divine persons. And the divine person here is Deva Kanya. Deva Kanya means the heavenly angel like, some goddess like. So, Deva Kanyayah Varaha, the boon of that angel like goddess. Vasartham vrikshantaram anichantam iva vyavaharantam पूर्वतन वृक्षस्य शाखायाम् एव लम्बमानं वेतालं वशीकर्तुम् इच्छन् त्रिविक्रमः पुनरपि वृक्षस्य समीपं गतवान्. Vasartham means to stay, vrikshantaram anichantam iva, and he is not disinterested, or he is as if he is not interested in staying nearby tree, like that vyavaharantam, like that behaving. Purvatana vrikshasya shakayam eva lambamanam vetalam vasikartum icchan. Desiring to get that Vetala which was hanging on the earlier branch of that tree, Trivikramaha Punarapi Vrikshasya Samipam Gatavan. The king Trivikrama, again he went near that tree. Vriksham Aruhya Shakhayam Lambamanam Shavam Skandhe Aropya Adaha Agatavan. So as before, he got into the tree, climbed the tree, and took that dead body, put on his shoulder, and came down. Anantaram yathapurvam maunam smashana bhimukham prasthitavancha. And as before, silently he started towards that burial ground. Tada, then Shavantargataha Vetalaha avadat. Then the ghost inside that dead body told, Aye Maharaja, O great king, Phalam kinchitabi aprapnuvannapi bhavane evam ghore smashana marge tatrapi madhyaratre kimartham atati. O king, phalam kinchitabi aprapnuvannapi, even though you are not getting any fruitful result, bhavan, you, evam, like this, ghore smashana marge, in this terrific burial ground path, tatrapi madhyaratre, and that also in the midnight time, kimartham atati, why are you wandering here? Yetadrisham karyam karomi iti kasmaichit vachanam dattavan va bhavane. Have you given any promising word to anyone that I do this type of work? Manadhanaha vachana bhangam kartum na icchanti iti tu sagajam. Manadhanaha means, okay, manameva dhanaha, saha manadhanaha. It is samasta padam, means mana means that one's own self-respect. That only is his wealth, like that. Means like the Bhishma Shapatam. Bhishma Shapatam means that Bhishma in Mahabharata, he told, I will never marry, and that only his wealth. The entire life he lived like that. Manadhanaha vachana bhangam kartum na icchanti iti tu sagajam. It is quite natural, those who are respecting themselves, the self-respect people, they respect their words and they don't want to break their words. That is very true only. Kintu kadachit paristhiti parinamataha. But sometimes because of the change of the conditions, Kaishchit vachana bhangaha kriyate. By somebody, vachana bhangaha kriyate. It shall be done by somebody depending upon the situation. But actually, whatever may be the situation, the vachana should not be broken. That is why that Dasharatha, he gave that word, okay, 2 boons I give to you. And Kaikeyi, she said, anytime I will ask you. And she asked that Rama should go to forest. And Dasharatha did that. And Rama, just to keep the word of his father, he did that. So this Vachana and Vachana Bhanga, this was very great assets in Indian, if you see our culture and civilization. Even our own parents, the earlier generation, people, they were respecting their words. Nowadays it is not so. The people of the present generation, they don't give any value to their own words. Anyway, Kachit Devakanya Purvam Tathaiva Kritavati. And some Devakanya, the Devakanya means maybe some goddess. She did like that only earlier. Tasyaha katha shruta chet. And if you listen of her story, mama vachanasya ashayah spashtam jnayeta bhavata. And you shall understand the meaning of, or what I mean, like that, you can understand by listening to that story. Katha shravanataha, from the listening of that story, margayasa pariharaha tu bhavati eva. You get relieved from the tiredness of this journey. Ataha katham shraddhaya shrunotu tavat. So you listen to that story attentively, carefully. Anantaram vetalena katha arabdha. And next, the Vetala, by the Vetala, Vetalena. So that is Tritiya Vibhakti. Katha Arabdha. It was started. Purvam Chakradharapure Chandrakantaha Nama Kaschana Tarunaha Asit. Earlier, in the name of Chandrakantaha, Chakradharapura, in that named city or a kingdom place, Ekaha Tarunaha Asit. One young person was there. Svakiye balye eva saha mata pitruviyogam praptavana astit. So earlier in one story I said mata pitruvihinaha, like that, mata pitri, like that it was written. So that printing mistake I said. So here you can see mata pitruviyogam or mata pitruvihinaha. Mata here, according to this sentence construction, Mata Pitru Viyogam Praptavan. He reached or he got the separation from father and mother. Means probably they died or they lost him, either meaning. Generally, this type of word, Mata Pitra Vihinaha, Mata Pitru Viyoga, this all means the parents expired. Vriddha pitamahi eva tam pritya mahatya poshitavati asit. Mahatya pritya, with great affection, Vriddha pitamahi, old grandmother, tam Chandrakantam poshitavati, she nurtured and taken care of him. Idanim tasya sampattihi nama Dashaikarmita Nissaraha Bhumihi. Dasha Ekarmita means 10 acres of Nissaraha Bhumihi. Nissaraha means uncultivatable land. That is only his assets. Pitrarjita Anya Kapi Sampattihi Tenana Prapta Asit. And the other property earned by his father was not got by him. Probably all the relation might have taken it by Vanchana. Kadachit grihe suptaha chandrakantaha ratrehe dvitiyaha yamaha atitaha chedabi nidramna praptavan. Once the Chandrakanta who slept in the home, even after the passage of 2 yama, I think in one story I told you about yama. Yama, 8 yama is 24 hours. Daytime 4 yama, nighttime 4 yama. So from night 6 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock is 4 yama. Morning 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock is 4 yama. So, Dvitiyaha yamaha atitaha chedabi means even after night 12 o'clock, nidram na praptavan. He didn't get sleep. Yetene khinnaha saha shayanat uthitavan. So, saddened by not getting sleep, he got out of the bed. Laghu viharam kritavan saha. And he just went for a small walk. Grihasya purataha eva tadiya nissara bhumihi. And that uncultivable land was in front of his house only. Bahihi mandaha vayuhu vatisma. And outside a gentle breeze was there. Ataha Chandrakandaha svabhumau katam prasarya suptavan. So Chandrakanta on his land, he spread a kata. Kata means kata. Kata means that mat. He spread a mat and slept there. Evam suptavataha tasya manahpatale divankatayohu mata pitrohu mukhe agate. Evam suptavataha tasya manahpatale. Like this slept Chandrakandasya manahpatale. Tasya means Chandrakandasya manahpatale. In his mind, divangatayohu mata pitrohu mukhe agate. The face of their parents came. The face of their parents who expired, that came. Tayohu maranam smriti pathe agatam. Smriti pathe means in the memory. Their death came in his memory. Swasya kashtakari paristhitihi api smrita tena. And he thought about his difficult situation. Evam chintayanyeva saha kadachit nidra devyaha vashangataha. And thinking like that only, he again went back to sleep. Nidra Devi means the goddess of sleep. If Nidra Devi sahayam nasti chet vayam nidram praptumapi ashaknuma. That means if the blessing of that Nidra Devi is required, if that is not there, then we cannot sleep. So, Nidra Devyaha Vashangataha means he gone into the control of that Nidra Devi. It means he slept again. Okay. Kinchit kalasya anantaram tataha anati dure sushravyam ganam shrutam. Kinchit kalasya anantaram. After some time, tataha anati dure. From there, not very far, sushravyam ganam shrutam. A very well shravyam. Something what somebody singing a very well. Shravyam means very well heard. Ganam, song. Shrutam, he listened to the very well sung song. Yetene Chandrakantaha jagaritaha. And by this Chandrakanta got up. Uttitaha saha tasmateva dishi agachantim vividhaihi abharanaihi varnamayaihi vastraihi cha yuktam kanchit apurvam sundarim drishtavan. Uttitaha saha. He, Chandrakanta, who just got up, that Chandrakanta who got up, tasyam yeva dishi, in that direction from where the song was coming, agachantim, that someone who was coming, vividhaihi abharanaihi, by various jewels, varnamayaihi vastraihi, and by colorful dress, yuktam, means made of some sundari, apurvam sundarim, kanchit, some apurvam sundarim. He saw some beautiful girl whom he never seen, who is dressed in colorful dresses and wearing various jewels. Yatasmin samaye agachanti sa kasyat. Who shall be she at this time? Who is coming now? Prayaha yesha kachit Deva Kanyayah. Probably she may be some goddess. Iti alochya. Thinking so, Chandrakantaha tam uddishya muktavan. And Chandrakanta told her. Aho, saubhagyam bhavatyaha. Oh, it is your blessing. Na kopi kleshaha, na kapi chinta. There is no worry or there is no klesha, troubles for you. You are having a very good fortune. Atayeva Chandrika Mayyam Ratrau. In this moonlight night, Gayanti Sukhena Viharanti Asti. You are happily walking around, wandering around, singing in this moonlight night. Devakule Jata Khalu Bhavati. You are born in the God's family. Actually, as per our Veda Purana Shastra, it's not only the humans are treated as intelligent people, like the present day science treats. Rakshasaha, then Gandharvaha, Yakshaha, Devaha, they are all different category of people. And they all born and live according to their merits. That is the general teachings of this Veda Purana. So he says, Devakule Jata Khalu Bhavati. You are born in God's family trait. Atayeva Yetadrisham Saubhagyam. Because of that only you got this much of Saubhagyam, fortune. Kashtani tu Asmadadinam Manavanam. But the difficulties are of only we humans. The Gandharva and Devakanya, Devakula, they don't get any difficulty. Like that, Chandrakanta is expressing, Dhik Manava Janma. I condemn this, I hate this Manava Janma, this human life. Like that, he told to that Devakanya. Sa Devakanya Chandrakantam Pariksha Drishtiya Pashyanti Uktavati. And that Devakanya means Kanya means unmarried, Deva means from the gods. So she is a daughter of some goddess, god, like that. She looked at this Chandrakanta in some pariksha drishtiya, in some examining way, and told, Darshanena eva jnayate yat bhavane upravimshati varshiyaha. I'm sorry, what is written? Upavimshati varshiyaha dhritakayaha tarunaha iti. Darshanena eva jnayate yat. By just look, I can understand that Bhavan, you upavimshati varshiyaha. Upa means it is something like nearby. Vimshati varshiyaha. You are near 20 years old. Dhritakayaha. A well structured body. Tarunaha. Young. Like that. Yetadrishasya bhavataha etasmin eva vayasi jivane viraktihi kimartham. Of such a young and energetic person in this very young age, why you have dejection, viraktihi, means dispassion. You don't have any liking, like that. You are telling, I hate this human life. We are having all troubles, like that. Why you are in that mood, dejected mood? Manavanam swabhavaha eva yeshaha. This is only the natural character of humans. They all think they are always under difficulty. Swashaktau sarvatha avishvasaha tesham. And they don't believe in their own strength. Sarvam daivena kriyate iti vishvasanti bhavantaha. You people believe that everything is done by God. Swashaktau vishvasya. Believing in your strength. Karyam kritam chet. If you do jobs, uttamam phalam kutova na prapyeta. Why shall not you get a proper result when you believe on your own strength and start doing jobs? Tadastu. Okay, let it be. Viraktayutpadakam tadrisham kim ghoram kashtam praptam bhavata. So the Devakanya is asking, Virakti yukta, virakti utpadaka, viraktyutpadaka, So here it is Sandhi, and this is a Yant Sandhi. Virakti Utpadaka Virakyutpataka Tadrisham. That type of Kim Ghoram Kashtam. What severe difficulty Praptam Bhavata got by you. Chandrakantah swasya nirdhanatvam taya dayaniyam paristhitim cha. Dayaniya means merciful, pitiful condition. Paristhiti, the situation, condition. Sasya nirdhanatvam, the quality of having povertiness. Vistarena nivedya, explaining in detail, uktavan, told. Amba, O mother, yatadrishyam sthitau maya kimva kartum shakyete. In this type of condition, by me, what shall be done? Asha kiranaha eva na drishyate jivane. I don't see any asha kirana. Kirana means the ray of hopes. Kirana means rays. Asha means hope. Asha kiranaha, ray of hope, is not seen by me in this type of situations. Tada sa devakanya mandahasa purvakam muktavati. Then that Devakanya told smilingly, Boho, bhavataha murkhatam pashyanti aham hasam prapnomi. Hey you, by looking at your stupidity, I feel like laughing. Yatra bhavane suktaha sa bhumihi bhavadiya eva khalu. Where you slept, that land is yours only, you know. Bhudevyam yaha vishvasiti saha nirashaha na bhavati. One who believes in the Mother Earth, he never gets dejected. Yatasyam bhumau swaparishramena krishim kartum na shakyam va bhavata. In this land, with your own efforts and labor, can you not do farming activity? Mataha aham parishramam na ichhami itina. O mother, I don't like to do hard work like that. It's not so. Madiya yesha bhumihi sattva hina. Sattva means essence. Means the soil is not fertile. My land is not a fertile land. Pashanamayyam yatasyam bhumau kim bijam anguritam syat. Pashanamayyam yatasyam bhumau. In this land which is full of stones and rocks, bijam ankuritam syat, whether the seed can sprout. Bhavati krishi vishaye kimapi na janati. You don't know anything about farming activity. Ataha eva evam upadishati. Therefore only you are advising like this. Iti bhuktavan Chandrakantaha. Like that Chandrakanta told. Bhoho vastutaha api krishikarye bhavataha asaktihi asti va. Hey you, actually do you have interest in farming activity? Tarhi aham ekam varam dasyami. Then I will give you one boon. Tasya parinamataha. Because of the effect of that boon, bhavan etasyam bhumau. In this land, yat kimapi bijam vapati. Whatever seed you sow, chedabi, even if you sow whatever type of seed, tat ankuritam bhaveteva, that shall get sprouted. Ataha adya eva krishikaryasya arambham karotu. So you start doing the farming activity today only. Kintu yatasya varasya pratiphalamapi aham kinchit ichchami. But I like to get some pratiphalam, the effect, the result of this boon also. Aham kinchit ichchami. I like a share of that benefit also. That is the meaning. Atra mama svecha viharartham nirbadhaha avashyakaha syat. Okay, so what she want, a favor in return to the boon, is like this. Atra mama svecha viharartham. To freely wander around in this area, nirbadaha avashyakaha syat. Nirbadaha. Badaha means some obstruction, troubles, some irritation. some type of discomfort. So, for me to wander around in this land freely, nirbadha avakashaha syat. I want an opportunity to wander around this area without any trouble from others. Vindhya vasinyaha pujartham pratidinam itaha pushpani prapyeran. Vindhya vasinyaha. Those who are residing in that Vindhya mountain range, that is our Himalaya mountain range, pujartham, for the sake of puja, pratidinam, every day, itaha pushpani prapyeran, they shall get flowers from here. Ataha bhavata kshetre kutrachit pushpa sasyani eva aropaniyani. So by you in this kshetre, in this land, kutrachit, somewhere, pushpa sasyani eva aropaniyani. You have to sow some flowering plants only. Apekshitasya pushpasya svikare mama adhikaraha syat. And I shall have rights to collect as much of flower as I want. Yete vishayaha kadapina vismaraniyaha bhavata. And these conditions are not to be forgotten by you. Never, kadapi, never to be forgotten by you. Like that she told. Chandrakantaha etat santoshena angikirtavan. And Chandrakanta accepted this very happily. Ekamasaabhyantare saha bhumim samyak krishtva bhumim chaturdha vibhajya. And in a month time, very well he ploughed the land and dividing that land into 4 parts. Chaturdha vibhajya. Dividing that land into 4 parts. Ekatra ikshum. Ikshu means the sugar cane. Aparatra vrihi. Vrihi means some grain, that barley. Anyatra phalasasyani. And in another part, the phalasasyani, the plants which give fruits. Itaratra pushpasasyani cha. And in another location, he planted flowering plants. Aropitavan. He sued. Kshetrasya madhye svavasartham samanyam ekam griham nirmitavan saha. And to stay in that land, in the midst of that land, he constructed one ordinary house for his stay. Alpe eva kale, in a very short time, tena aropitani bijani ankuritani. So all that seed sowed by him in a very short time, they sprouted. Shushka bhumihi idanim haridvarnena shobhate. The dry land is now shining with greenery. Vividhani pushpani tatra pushpitani drishyante. Various type of flowers are blossomed there. Kadachit Chandrakantaha ratrau grihe suptavan asit. Once Chandrakanta, he slept in the night. Tada tena Deva Kanyayaha sumadhuram ganam shrutam. And in that sleeping, tena Chandrakantena Deva Kanyayaha sumadhuram ganam, very sweet song was heard. Jagaranam prapya saha grihat bahihi agatavan. And he got up and came out of the house. Devakanya pushpa udyane, pushpa udyane, pushpodyane. So here it is Gunasandhi. Leelaya viharanti, and very casually going around that location, santoshena pushpani sangrihnati asi. She was happily collecting the flowers by going around and singing happily. Samipam agatam Chandrakantam drishtva. And having seen the Chandrakanta who came nearby, Uktavati sa, she told that Devakanya, Boho shramena sadhayitum ashakyam kimapi nasti iti avagatam khalu bhavata. Hey you, shramena sadhayitum, to achieve by efforts Ashakyam kimapi nasti. There is nothing which can be, there is nothing which can be achieved by that hard work. That means everything can be achieved by hard work. Iti avagatam khalu bhavata. Like this, understood by you, you know. Hey Amba, O mother, sarvam bhavatyaha anugrahattaha siddham. Everything I achieved by your blessing. Bhavati apurvam varam dattavati ityataha nissara bhumihi haritvarna yukta jata. Iti कृतज्ञतापूर्वकम् उक्तवान् चन्द्रकान्तः. भवती अपूर्वं वरं दत्तवती इत्यतः. इति अतः इत्यतः. So here also that end sandhi. You gave some very wonderful apurvam, unseen before, varam, boon. Because of that, nissara bhumihi, the lifeless land, Harit Varna Yukta Jata. It became a very greenery land. Iti Kritaknyata Purvakam. With that regard, Kritaknyata. Earlier I said Kritagna. Kritagna, one who disregards the help extended. Kritaknya, one who regards the help extended. So Chandrakanta Kritaknyata Purvakam Uktavan. So with high regard he told, Mama anugrahat satvahina bhumihi phalayogya jata yutitu satyameva. By my blessing or by my favor, this dry land become wetland. Phalayogya means result oriented, means that is dry land becoming wetland. Like that it is true. Kintu tavata kim. But what about the tavata kim means what is because of that? What is the result? By that what I get or what is because of that? Bhavataha shramaha eva sarvasya sadhakam jatam. It's not simply by my boon, by your efforts. Bhavataha shramaha eva. By your efforts only, sarvasya sadhakam jatam. The achievement of everything happened. Karya Shraddha Nirantara Prayatnaha cha asti chete. Karya Shraddha, the devotion to the job. Nirantara Prayatnaha, continuous efforts, attempt, abhyasa. Asti chete, if it is there, Daivam Sahayam Kuryatyeva. The God shall help you, provided if you are devoted and if you are continuously, paying full efforts in the task you have taken up, then God helps you. That is what in all the Shastra Purana in Sanskrit you find this. And that is why Sanskrit is not for all. Because if you don't have that devotion and devoted practice time, then you cannot master this language. If you don't master the language, whatever written in this language, you can't get from that language. But earlier you have to get through some guru or you have to read. But nowadays anybody can, like I am reading and I am reading it for you. Even though you don't know to read, you can listen. Like that many texts we can get the knowledge. But that knowledge is not equal to the same knowledge which you yourself read and get from the textbook or the Shastra Purana. Okay. And I want to help whoever listening to these stories. I am making courses and I am helping you to listen to Sanskrit and to comprehend by reading these stories. Only because I want to make you to learn Sanskrit on your own. How long one can teach? We can't, even if you become a PhD student, can it be taught by somebody? No, only in the beginner stage we can teach. So one should have that own Karya Shraddha and Nirantara Prayatnaha. He who has Karya Shraddha and Nirantara Prayatnaha, Sarvasya Sadhakam Syat. Everything's achievement shall be there. Okay. Daivam sahayam kuryatyeva, and God will bless you also. Yatat sarvada smaratu. So you remember this always. Udyoginam me purusha simham upaiti. Lakshmi iti shrutam khalu bhavata. So there is a sukti in Sanskrit. Udyoginam purusha simham upaiti Lakshmi. Today it is Varalakshmi Vrata in India. And everybody who is staying outside the country, those Indians, they will be celebrating this Varalakshmi Puja. Varalakshmi. Varam dadati iti Varalakshmi. The Lakshmi gives some boon. Here the Sukti, what it means, Udyoginam. Udyoginam means one who is laborious. Udyoga doesn't means job. A job we may do with attention, without attention, with devotion, without or simply for the sake of making some money. Like that, many people are doing a job. When they don't have job, they want some job. Once they are in the job, then it becomes a routine work. They don't pay much attention. That's a quite natural thing of many humans, most humans. But here, Udyoginam means that Karya Shraddha and Nirantara Prayatna for to achieve the maximum perfectness. That is, like in earlier story I said that one fellow told, if you are having intelligence, even with a dead rat can be the capital investment. We saw in that story that Swarna Mushakam, like that. So that is called Udyoginam Purusha Simham. Purusha Simham means Purushaha Simhaha Iva. That is Purusha Simham. Means that he-man. He-man, like that we say that in gorilla and all we see that silver grade gorilla. That the leadership, the leader of that troop, that is Purusha Simha. Udyoginam Purusha Simham. A person who is having that entrepreneur and laborious qualities and who is leading in that task which he has taken up, upayeti, vriddhi sandhi here. Upaiti Lakshmi. Lakshmi goes near to those who are laborious, industrious, Karya Shraddha and Nirantara Prayatna, and a Purusha Simha who leads and who becomes leader of many people. To such people, the Lakshmi goes. So that Varalakshmi Vrata, by doing so many pujas and all, she will not come to you. She will come to you, Udyoginam Purusha Simham Karya Shraddham Nirantara Prayatnaha Yaha Kurvanti. Karya Shraddhaya Nirantara Prayatnataha Nirantara Prayatnena Prayatnam Prayatnaha Nirantara Prayatnena Yaha Purusha Simhaha Udyogina. For him, to her, to that person, Upaiti means she goes along with that person. It is Shrutam Khalu Bhavata. Like that it is heard by you, you know. It is Suktihi. It's a quote from this Veda Shastra Purana. Uttavati Deva Kanya. That Deva Kanya told like that. Tataha Arabhya Pratidinamapi Deva Kanya Tat Pushpodhyanam Agachati. So starting from that day, every day she comes to that Pushpodhyanam, that flower garden. She comes. Santoshena Viharanti Pushpani Svikaroti, and happily going around, she collects flower. Tasyaha Sannidhyataha iti bhati. It may be because of her Sannidhya. Sannidhya means Sannidhi. Sannidhi means presence. Sannidhi. Sannidhyam means the bhava of being with somebody's presence. So this is Tadhidanta Shabdaha. Sannidhyataha, from the association or from the presence of that Devakanya, iti bhati. It appears to be like that. Chandrakantasya kshetre apurva palasamvriddhihi. Apurva palasamvriddhihi means unseen before reaping that benefits. Palasamvriddhi means the what to say, then in a agri field, the flourishing of all the agri activity. Ataha Chandrakantaha Anuhyam Dhanasampatyam Praptavan. Uha means gus. Anuha. Anuha means Anuhyam. Anuhyam means unimaginable or unguessable. Dhanasampatyam Praptavan. He got that much of money. He was cursing his own position and he was dhik this Manava Janmana. Like that she was telling. But now working on his field and with the blessing of this Deva Kanya, Anuhyam Dhanasampatyam Praptavan. He got unimagined money. Tasya grihe dhanasya dhanyasya cha samriddhihi. And in his house, the house is flourishing of dhana means money and dhanya and grains. Chandrakantasya dhanyani adhikena mulyena vikritani bhavanti. And the grains of Chandrakanta which he got from his field, it was sold in good price because of quality. Sarvam Daivanugrahasya phalam. Everything the result of God's blessing. Chandrakantena dhanya vikrayane kadapi hanihina anubhuta. And never loss was felt by Chandrakanta in selling the grains. Grihe Chandrakantaha ekaha eva khalu. And in the house Chandrakanta is alone only, Ataha vyayaha atyalpaha. So the expenditure is very, very less. Vyayasya abhavat ayasya nirantara vardhanat cha. Because of very almost absence of expenditure and the continuous income of the money or the growth of vardhana. Nirantara vardhana means continuous growth of income and very negligible expense. Then naturally everybody will become dhanatipati. Correct. If your expenditure is negligible and your income is very continuously growing day by day. Chandrakantaha alpe eva kale mahan dhanikaha jataha. So Chandrakanta in a short time he became great rich person. Prabhutam dhanantu asti. So much of money is there. Evam sthite api laghuni grihe vasaha kimartham. So in this condition, why I should live in a small house? Iti kadachit alochitavan Chandrakantaha vishalam bhavanam nirmitavan. So thinking so, he constructed a very big palace-like building. Griha nirmanartham sthalam aparyaptam abhavat. And to establish his house, the ground was insufficient. Ataha saha kamshchana vrikshane kanichana pushpasasyani cha unmulitavan. So to construct that house, he cut some trees and flowering plants. Tasmin dine tatra agata devakanya udyanasya etadrishim gatim drishtva khedene ashruni shravitavati. On that day, the Devakanya came. Agata Devakanya, that Devakanya who came there, Udyanasya etadrishim gatim drishtva, seeing the condition of this garden, khedene ashruni shravitavati, she shed tears out of sadness. Chandrakantaha etat drishtavan. And Chandrakanta saw this. Kintu taya saha vartalapam kartum anichanne maunam grihasya antaha gatavan. But not interested to talk with her, silently he went inside the home. Prabhutam dhanamasti ityataha saha krishyartham karmakarani niyojitavan. Because he has more money, he employed the people for farming activity. Grihe api sevakaha niyuktaha. And in house also he appointed some servants. Udyanasya karyartham api karmakaraha agataha. And for maintenance of the garden also, workers came. Idanim Chandrakantena Shramaha Kopina Kriyate. Now by Chandrakanta no effort is put or is done. Saha Grameshu Vritha Atati. And he simply wanders in that village. Vrikshasya Adaha Upavishya Anyaihi Saha Jalpanam Kurvan Samayam Yapayate. And sitting under a tree, simply he talks with others and passes time. Kadachit Devakanya tam drishtva bhuktavati. And once that Devakanya, looking at that, told the Chandrakanta, Tam kam Chandrakantam. Boho idanim atra ratravapi manushyanam sancharaha drishyate. Hey you, idanim, now, atra ratravapi, in this location, even in night, manushyanam sancharaha drishyate, the movements of people are there. Ataha mama svecha viharasya ekantatayaha cha bhangaha bhavati. So, there shall be some disturbance. Bhangaha here we should take as a disturbance, not breaking. Because of the movements of humans, for me to svechaya vihara. Svecha vihara means freely to wander around. Ekantataya, and to be remaining in loneliness, there shall be some disturbance. Anyacha karmakaraha udyana karyani shraddhayana kurvanti. And moreover, the workers are not doing the garden work with attention or devotion. Bahuni sasyani mlanani krishani va. And many plants are dull and it became very weak. Yetene aham khinnasmi, and I am sad by this. Ataha bhavane udyana karyam swayam karotu iti. So you do on your own, by self, this gardening work. Tada Chandrakantaha asamadhanena, then unable to tolerate with impatience, with some excitement, Chandrakanta told, Kim vadati bhavati, what are you telling? Udyana karyam maya swayam karaniyam iti. The garden work is to be done by me on my own, like that. Hasta vastradikam malini kritya. Hasta vastradikam means hands and cloths. Malini kritya means making into dirty. Karyam kartum, to do work. Mama samayaha nasti idanim. I have no time. Anyacha, moreover, tadrishi avashyakata api nasti, and I have no such need also. Ratrau pushpaudyane janasancharaha yatana bhavet tatha vyavastam tu karishyami. But I shall do arrangement in such a way that in night, in the flower garden, people are not there, like that. I will make arrangement. Iti Vuktava. Devakanya maunam ashritavati. And Devakanya, she kept silence. Anantara dine rajadhani taha agataha kaschana rajyodyogi kutrapi gachanne ratri yapanartham chakradharapure sthitavan. On the next day, Rajadhani taha agataha kaschana rajyodyogi, some government employee who came from the king's capital, kutrapi gachan, going somewhere, ratri yapanartham, to spend the night, chakradharapure sthitavan. He stayed in that chakradharapura. Chandrakantaha tam svagriham aniye tasmai vishesha bhojana vyavastham kalpitavan. Because now Chandrakanta is the wealthiest person in that location, so he called him to his home and he made arrangement for his dinner. Bhojananantaram vartalapa madhye saha rajyodyogi vuktavan. After the dinner, while talking, that government employee told, Maharajaha chaturbhyaha varshebhyaha kenachit gandena pidiyamanaha asti. Maharaja, the king of the country, chaturbhyaha varshebhyaha, from 4 years, kenachit gandena, gande means some means some blemishes or some swelling, some ulcer like what we can say nowadays. What is that called? Tumor like. He is being inflicted. Bahunam Vaidyanam Bahuvidhaha api Chikitsaha, of various doctors and various ways of treatment. Vyarthaha Jataha. It all became wasteful, effortless, effectless. Gatavarše kaschana sannyasi rajanam uktavan. In the last year, some sannyasi told to the king, Himalaye prapyamanasya pushpavisheshasya rasaha lepitaha chet eshaha gandaha apagachet iti. Himalaye prapyamanasya pushpavisheshasya rasaha lepitaha chet. If we apply the essence of the flower obtained in the Himalayan region, like ointment or oil, eshaha gandaha apagachet, this tumor shall go, like that. Kintu tavat durataha pushpam anitam chet anayana samaye tat shushkam syat. But if a flower is taken from that long distance, then while bringing to that king's location, it shall get dried up. Shushkam means dried up. Ataha kanchit maya saha preshayatu. So you send somebody with me. Aham pushpa bijani dadami. I give that seeds of that flower. Tani uptua means sowing those seeds, sasyam utpadya, and growing up the plant, pushpani prapnotu iti. So you get that flower by that seed. Kintu tena preshitani bijani yetasmin parisare na ankuritani eva. But the seeds sent by that Swami, it did not sprout in this environment. Krishitak jnanam prayatnaha api vipalaha. Krishitak jnanam prayatnaha api vipalaha. Those who have good knowledge in that agri field, their efforts also became fruitless, vipalaha, unsuccessful. Idanim rajna udgoshitam asti. Idanim, now, rajna, by the king, udghoshitam asti. It is announced that yaha yena kenachit upayena mama rogam apanayati. He who by any means removes my disease, tasmai ardham rajyam diyate iti. For him, half the kingdom is given, like that. Yetat shrutva Chandrakantaha anantara dine eva rajadhanim gatavan. So having heard this, Chandrakanta, on the very next day, he went to the kingdom. Maharajam drishtva uktavancha. And looking at the king, he told, Prabho, sanyasina dattani bijani mahyam dadatu. You please give that seed given by the sannyasi, because he is having Deva Varah. The Varah, what is given by the Deva, whatever bija, whatever seed you sow in this field, they all will sprout. Like that, she given a boon. Tataha ankuram utpadya sasyam vardhayitva pushpani prapya bhavate arpayishyami. So, from that seeds, ankuram utpadya means making sprouts, sasyam vardhayitva, having grown the plant, pushpani prapya, having got the flowers, bhavate arpayishyami, I will submit to you. Bhavataha rogaha shantaha yatha syat tatha karishyami. As your disease get shantaha, means cured. Here shantaha means not silent. As your disease get cured, like that I will do. Yatha tatha. Raja tat bijam Chandrakantaya dattavan. And the king gave that seed to Chandrakanta. Tat svikritya Chandrakantaha gramam agatavan. And Chandrakanta came to his village taking the seed. Grihasya parshve eva bhumau tat bijam aropitavan. And near the house only, on the land, he sowed. tataha anguram utpannam sasyam pravriddham pushpam udgatam cha. And from there it is sprouted and the plant grown and the flowers blossomed. Tasmin dine tatra agata devakanya tat pushpam drishtva santosham anubhavanti. On that day, the Devakanya who came there looking at that flower, feeling very happy, started telling, Apurvam Pushpam. Oh, this is unseen before a flower. Vindyavasinyaha padatale arpayishyami etate. So, Vindyavasinyaga padatale means Vindyavasinyaha, not only the Lord Shiva lives there, many Ganaha, the Shiva Ganaha, they are also living there. And many great rishis, they are all called Shiva Ganaha. They are living there. So she says, Devakanya says, Vindyavasinyaha padatale, on the feet of those people living in that Vindhya range, arpayishyami etat, I will submit. Iti vadanti pushpachayanartham hastam prasaritavati. Saying so, she just extended the hand to pluck the flower. Tavata tatra agataha Chandrakandaha tam nivarayan. And by that time, the Chandrakanda who came there, objecting or obstructing her, Aye tishtatu tavat. Hey, you, stop there. Yetat pushpam sprishtam nasti bhavataha adhikaraha. Sprashtum, I'm sorry. Yetat pushpam sprashtum. To touch this flower. Nasti bhavatyaha adhikaraha. You don't have right. Yetasya pushpasya sahayena keshuchityeva dineshu aham ardhasya rajyasya uttaradhikari bhavishyami iti uktavan. By the help of this flower, very shortly, keshuchit eva dineshu, in few days, aham ardhasya rajyasya, ardharajyam. So I will become, bhavishyami, I will become uttaradhikari, the legal heir of the kingdom. Yetat shrutva ascharyam anubhavanti sa devakanya. And listening the words of this Chandrakanda and obstructing her from plucking that flower, wondered that Devakanya, Yatasmin udyane jatam yatkimapi pushpam svikartum arhami eva aham tathaiva khalu niyamaha iti pushtavati. Already I made that agreement, Yetasmin udyane jatam yatkimapi pushpam. Any flower blossomed in this garden, svikartum arhami eva aham. I am capable or I am qualified. I am fit to take any of the flowers. Tatha eva khalu niyamaha. The rule was like that only, or the condition was like that only, Syatnama tatha. It may be so. Kintu idanim yetat pushpam bhavatyai na dasyami aham. But now this flower I will not give to you. Iti uktavan Chandrakandaha. Like that Chandrakanda told. Evam va. Oh, is it so? Vinashakale viparita buddhihi. This is a quote in Sanskrit. And Lord Krishna also says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Vinashakale viparita buddhihi. So you get a peculiar thought at the time of the destruction when it comes near to you. Kritasya papasya phalam anubhavatu. You just experience the result of the sin you did by not adhering to your own words. Iti vadanti adrishya bhavat devakanya. The devakanya vanished from there. Chandrakantaha tat apurvam pushpam svikritya mahata santoshena rajadhanim katavan. And Chandrakanta with great joy, he took that flower and went to the kingdom. Rajadhanyam tena mahati nirasha prapta. And in the kingdom by him, a great disappointment was got by him. Raja divangataha iti janaha parasparam khedena vartalapam kurvantaha asan. The Raja expired, died like that. The people were talking to themselves. Chandrakantah mahata khedena gramam pratyagatavan. Prati agatavan pratyagha. So here printing mistake. Gramam pratyagatavan. He returned back sadly. Tavata kshetre udyane cha sthitani vrikshasyaadini sarvani shushkani jatani asan. By the time he returned back to his land or the field, everything got dried up there. Anantaram Chandrakantena aropitam ekamapi bijam anguritam na jatam. After that, not even a single seed sowed by that Chandrakanta, it is sprouted in that land. Okay. Evam katham samapya. Like this, concluding this story, ending this story, Vetalaha punaha avadat. The Vetala said again, Hey Rajan. So here Vetalaha punaha avadat and also can be told. Evam katham samapya. Having stopped the story or completing the story like that, and the Vetala avadat, and the Vetala told, Hey Rajan, O king, Chandrakantaha Raja Bhavishyati iti asuyaya khalu. Chandrakanta will become king like that, asuyaya khalu. By that jealousy, Devakanya kupita sati, the Devakanya being angry, varam upasamkritavati, she took back. Upasamhara means to take back. Out of the jealousy that Chandrakanta will become king, this Devakanya, she took back her boon. Like that the Vetala is asking. Devakanya sa pushpam na dattam iti samanyasya karanasya nimittam kasyachit sarvasvam nashayitum arhati va. That Devakanya, sa Devakanya, pushpam na dattam iti samanyasya karanasya nimittam. For the sake of not giving a flower, which is very ordinary issue, kasyachit sarvasvam nashayitum, to totally destroy each and every penny, the entire assets of somebody. Swam means wealth. Sarvasvam means the entire wealth. Sarvasvam nashayitum, to destroy the entire wealth. Is she arhativa? Is she fit to do that? Manavaha iva saapi asuya yukta kopashila cha iti khalu siddham. So it means, or it is achieved that iti siddham means like this it is proved or achieved. Like manavaha iva, like people, humans. Sapi Devakanyapi asuya yukta kopashila cha. She is having jealousy and anger. Like that it is proved, Devakanya sa anuchitam khalu kritavati. And that Devakanya, she did the improper thing, Mama etesham sandehanam yogyam uttaram jananapi yadi bhavanina vadet tarihi bhavataha shiraha sahasradha bhagnam bhavet iti. So this I said many times in earlier story. Tada Trivikramaha eva muktavan. Then Trivikrama told like that. Devakanyayaha vyavahare asuya anya vidham anauchityam va nadrishyate eva. There is no type of jealousy or any improperness in her act. Yaha nirgadikaha asit tasmin nirnimittam dayam pradarshayanti sa tasya uddharam kritavati. Yaha nirgadikaha asit. Nirgadikaha, one who is not having any ashraya, who is having nowhere to go, no position, absolutely like an orphan. That is nirgadikaha. He who was like that, tasmin nirnimittam, and for that person's reason, dayam pradarshayanti, nirnimisham, nirnimittam, okay. Tasmin nirnimittam means for the sake of that, daya pradarshayanti. showing mercy, sa tasya udgharam kritavati. Udharam, I'm sorry. Uddha, Atmana Atmanam Uddharatu. Like that Krishna says to Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. Like Uddhara means to uplift you. Tasya Uddharam Kritavati. She uplifted Chandrakanta, who was Nirgatikaha, who was not having anything. Pratiphala Rupena Udyane Viharam Pushpa Swikaranam Cha Sa Prarthitavati. And as a return to this, as a reaction, as a return, Pratiphala, means in return to that, she asked for flowers and wandering in the garden. Chandrakantaha etat dvayam santoshena angikritavana asit. But Chandrakanta, both of these accepted very happily this condition. Kintu yada prabhutam dhanam praptam tada Chandrakantaha nitaram parivrittaha. But when he got so much money, he totally changed himself. Chandrakantaha parivrittaha. Chandrakantaha changed. Saha alasaha swarthi bhogatatparaha cha jataha. He became lazy, alasaha, swarthi means very selfish. He wants to become king. He doesn't bother about this Devakanya. Bhogatatparaha, and he wants to enjoy the life in all sensory things. That is Bhogatatpara. If somebody is thinking this whole world is meant for Bhoga, then it is waste of our Manushya Janma. Because the Bhoga is done by all Prani. Sarve Prani, all that Prani, they are doing only that much. Only human who can think, who can educate, who can construct, who can record, many things can be done. Who can have some philosophy, he can do darshana, he can create shastra, like many things. And he can also ultimately understand the Param Brahma. To such a capacity human is having. But leaving all such capacity, if somebody is bhogatatparaha, if he is totally using his life for enjoying the worldly pleasure, then he become useless fellow. He became like that. Chandrakantaha jataha. Kim jataha? Bhogatatparaha jataha. He became like that. Karyeshu karmakaran yojayan. Appointing the workers in the job. Saha parishramam sarvatha upekshitavan. He totally neglected all the efforts which he is supposed to do by employing some labors. Rajya prapti chaya. Rajya prapti chaya. Rajya prapti ichha. 3 words are there. With the desire of getting the kingdom, preritaha saha, encouraged by that, upakritavatiyaha devakanyayaha vachanamapi dhikritavan. He condemned or he disregarded, he disobeyed to his own words of that Devakanya who upakritavati means one who helped him. He means not only dhikritavan, kritaknyata, kritaknaha jataha. See, from the kritaknyata, he first showed, he became kritaknaha. Udyananashaha svecha viharasya avarodha. Chandrakantasya audasinyam cha taya devakanyaya sodham. Udyananashaha, the destruction of that garden for building his house. Svecha viharasya, svecha viharasya avarodha, and obstruction for her free wandering in the night because of more people. Chandrakandasya audasinyam. Udasinaha. Udasina means negligence. Audasinya means udasinasya bhavaha audasinyam. That is Tadidanta Shabdaha. The quality of negligence of Chandrakanta. Taya Devakanyaya Sodham. It was tolerated by that Devakanya. Kintu idanim kshamanarhaha jataha asit Chandrakantaha. But now idanim kshama anarhaha. Arhaha means fitting person. Anarhaha, unfitting person. Kasyaha, Kshamayaha. Kshama means that pardoning. Kshamanarhaha, Kshama anarhaha, Jataha, Chandrakantaha. The Chandrakanta became now unfit to be pardoned. Swarthi Raja Bhavati Chedabi. A selfish fellow, even if he becomes a king, Saha Swagunam na Parityajati. He doesn't leave his qualities, his own character. A king is not meant for bhoga tatpara. A king is meant for dharma rakshana. That is why he should do all type of things to the citizens, and he should consult the this purohitaha, sannyasi, rishi, vidyadhara, like that. Everybody he should consult and run the kingdom, not with self motive, only for the sake of this what is that? Bhoga tatparaha. So, the King Trivikrama, he is a king of that nature. So, he gives the judgment. Swarthi Raja, a selfish king, Bhavati Chedabi, even if he becomes a selfish king. Saha Swagunam na Parityajati, he doesn't leave his qualities, characters. Swarthi Raja, Prajanam, Prativeshi Rajanam cha hitam nashayeteva. So that selfish king, he will spoil the hita, the welfare of the neighboring kings as well as his own people. Ataha eva, because of that only, sa kshetram udyanam cha shushkam kritavati. That Devakanya made the land and the udyana, garden, totally dried up. Chandrakantaha yada rajadhanim gataha tataha purvameva rajnyaha maranantu kakataliyam. Chandrakantaha yada rajadhanim gataha. When Chandrakanta reached the capital, tatah purvam, before that, only Rajnyaha maranantu. But the death of that king before the reaching of Chandrakanta, Kakataliyam. That is not done by this Devakanya. It is Kakataliyam Nyayam. I think in some story I explained. Kakataliyam means like a crow sit on a plant or a tree and a fruit fall down. So the crow thinks, because of me sitting, this tree, it dropped a fruit because of my own weight, power, like that. So it is quite accidental. Accidental means quite coincidence, not accidental. It is coincidence. Two things are happening simultaneously without any reason behind that simultaneous happening. That is Kakataliya. Devaha Manavanam Alpam Durgunam Kathamapi Saheran. The gods, Manavanam Alpam Durgunam Kathamapi Saheran. They shall not even tolerate a little bit of bad qualities of humans. Kintu Vinashaka Karakam Durgunam Kadapi Nasagante. I'm sorry. So, Devaha Manavanam Alpam Durgunam Kathamapi Saheran. Okay, Katapi, I read this Katapi. The gods, Manavanam Alpam Durgunam, the little bit of bad qualities of humans, gods, Katham Api, somehow. Katham Api means they may give one or two chance and forgive. Saheran, they shall tolerate, somehow they shall tolerate the one or two bad qualities which is very negligible in human. Kintu, but Vinashakarakam Durgunam, the bad qualities which is of destructing in nature, like Duryodhana and other people. They want to rule the kingdom. Even though Duryodhana was ruling when he was taking care of the country, when Pandavas were in Vanavasa, but even then he is a bad person. He should not be allowed to rule. Then the whole world, it will be, it will not be good for the whole world. That is why Vinashakarakam Durgunam, the qualities which destroys others. Kadamapi na sahante. Ke devaha. The gods, by any means they don't tolerate that. Yetat tatyam. Yetat tata iti. Tatyam. Yetat tata. Tatyam. Okay. Tat ayam. Like that. This is like that. Ajanan, not knowing. It can be yetat tatyam is something like the what we say, the reality, the ground reality, like that what we say nowadays in English. Yetat tatyam, that ground reality is like that. Iti ajanan, like that not knowing. Chandrakantaha swasya nashasya karanam swayam jataha. Like Duryodhana, he became the reason for his own destruction. Like that. Chandrakanta became the reason of his own destruction. Evam vadata trivikramena mauna bhangaha kritaha asit. Like that, Trivikrama opened up his mouth and broken his silence. Ataha shamantargataha vetalaha tataha drisyaha bhutva yathapurvam vrikshasya shakham avalambitavan. This also I said many times in earlier story. I think this story took more than 1 hour. I tried to explain very minimum and go faster, but still the purpose is to make you people to listen to it in total and to learn. So it is not to make my videos more popular or to make more subscription or to make money. All are not my interest. Okay. Well, I will meet you in some other story. Take care. Bye-bye.